What's going on, guys? My name is Mike with Apple Informed, and today Apple just released iOS 12.1 Developer Beta 1. So this comes just one day after the final release of iOS 12, the public audit yesterday, and now Apple has a brand new beta to share with us developers. So they're not wasting any time. They have new betas in the works all the time, and we're seeing this just one day after the final release of iOS 12. And Apple has actually done this before. I think last year with iOS 11, we saw iOS 11.1 released a day or two after the final release of iOS 11. So Apple has done this before. They are ready with the new betas. They want to get all the new features and fixes out as fast as possible. So in this video, let's go ahead and talk about what's new in iOS 12.1. So the first thing I thought Apple would add is new emojis. So from my previous video where I talked about the potential release of 12.1, I talked about the new Unicode update, which has new emojis. And this isn't losing all hope because we might still see some new emojis in Beta 2, Beta 3. But right now in iOS 12.1 Beta 1, there are no new emojis just yet. Another update is iOS 12.1 Beta 1 in correlation with Apple Watch OS 5.1 now adds ECG support. So if you have the new Apple Watch, or when you get the new Apple Watch on Friday and you update to the latest beta of Watch OS, you will be able to take an electrocardiogram right on your wrist, which is pretty neat. Also, there were thoughts of group FaceTime being added in iOS 12.1. Some YouTubers are saying that it has been added and some are not. Group FaceTime has not been added back in iOS 12.1. When you're in a FaceTime call, you can have the option to add people, but that option is actually grayed out. So you cannot actually add people. The button is there, but the button actually does not work. So hopefully Apple adds group FaceTime functionality in an upcoming beta of iOS 12.1. iOS 12.1 also adds the functionality for dual SIM cards on the new iPhone XS and XS Max. So when you get your new iPhones on Friday, if you install iOS 12.1 beta, you will have the option to have the actual hard SIM in your phone and the eSIM inside your phone. So you can have two carriers running simultaneously on your phone. So that is pretty neat. One other change, there is a small change in messages. So if you send a message to somebody and they see the message on their lock screen and they dismiss it by swiping it away, on the person who sent the message's phone, they will actually see that you read that message. So before it would just say delivered and it wouldn't say read until they actually opened up the messages app. But now if you just dismiss that message on the lock screen, it will show on the other person's phone that you have read the message, because that just kind of makes sense. If you dismiss the message, it does mean that you read it. So Apple is making small changes here and there in the OS, and it really is appreciated. So guys, that's pretty much it for iOS 12.1 Beta 1. If I missed anything, tell me in the comments down below. Drop a like on this video. My name is Mike with Apple Informed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.